Hey guys, Cody here with Cody's Journey. I'm a little bit late on the update. This is my update for, let's just call it October, November 2025. It's been about a month or more since my last one. So I just wanted to give everybody an update on what's been going on. So as you all know, I returned to work and I've been dealing with that, dealing with my lymphedema, like my severe leg swelling, several other issues that, used to rule my life and cropped up again almost immediately as soon as I started working in an office. The good news is I have most of those licked. I have been able to adapt and I have grown strong in the office. Now, that's probably a very funny idea to some of you, the idea that working in an office will make you stronger. But compared to basically being bedridden like I had, being in an office is significant calorie and musculature investment. I have not taken the elevator at work since August. So every day I get some exercise going up and down stairs. That's been really good. My stretches, my calf stretches especially, have all but cured my major leg and knee problems. I still suffer from some IT band stuff. That's no fun. And the worst part about that is it crops up when you least expect it. You'll be doing something and then suddenly your knee will bend a certain way and that band will, almost like it catches on the side of the bone and then it snaps. And that does not feel good and that can lay you up for quite a while. What else? What other news do I have? Oh, I have a ring on my finger. I wonder how that got there. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Suffice to say, I am a very happy man and I have some major life-changing events coming. Very good life-changing events. I am going on an adventure. Yes, we shall adventure. And I'm scared, but also very enthusiastic. I have been getting out in the world, trying new things, exploring. I rarely stay home on the weekends. I'm usually out doing something, even if it's just running errands. And I got to say, the second half of my life so far is off to a great start. I'm very happy. And I'm avoiding most of the stuff I did in the first part of my life. So it's kind of like you play through, Baldur's Gate 3 as a barbarian warrior or whatever, and then you make a new character and you're like, you know what? I don't want the new character to be anything like the old character. So you choose completely different traits. You make them like a ranged spellcaster or something. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm choosing completely different traits here in the second half of my life than I did in the first. And one of them is that I'm going to get out and do more stuff. I'm going to engage with the world and bend it to my will. I want to get out and see things and do things. I don't just want to read about them or watch them on a YouTube video. So I've been making good progress towards that. The entire year that I was, at home and dieting and taking my health very seriously, I very rarely struggle with any kind of cravings, like any real cravings. Like we all crave something once in a while, but I wouldn't say I had a problem with temptation. Since I've returned to work though, my daily energy expenditure has shot up. The amount of calories that I'm eating per day did not shoot up. And the result of that was I started getting real hungry real fast. And I mismanaged that. So for the first time in a very long time, I have been fighting temptation. I've had cravings. It's been very hard for me to not snack in the evenings. And I'm not a snacker. I really am not a snacker. And I found that perplexing and also confusing. Like, why now? Why suddenly, can I not go to bed without eating 2 ounces of beef jerky? I don't get it. I struggle with that. I ate my maintenance for several weeks. Managed to maintain my weight. I had a really bad plateau that I got over, and it was water weight, thank God. But the weight loss has stalled. However, I am still getting smaller. My clothes sizes are still going down. Since I last talked to you, I had to go clothes shopping again. I had to buy new clothes, smaller size. I'm down to a 5X for most of my stuff. Because in spite of me plateauing with the weight, I am still getting smaller. So I would imagine I'm converting fat into muscle at a very fast rate. But yeah, the temptation's been hard. But this is good stuff. It's something most people struggle with. So I have a little bit more recent appreciation for the struggles of dealing with cravings. I'm going to write about my experiences in my book, share some of my anecdotes and some of the things that I've been trying that worked and some things that didn't work. You know, maybe pass the knowledge on to you fine folks to help somebody else out who might be in the same situation. Other than that, man, my life is freaking amazing. I have a wonderful woman in it. I have a great job, great friends. I have so much to look forward to, so many great new experiences. I have a photo collage that I just put up in my front hall. Just me going out and doing stuff, the people I did them with. Like, I feel like I'm living life for the first time in a very, very long time. And it feels really good, man. I had a minor health scare. Well, it's not really minor. I could go blind. These glasses aren't just for show. And I'm struggling with that a little bit. Really, it's the first serious medical thing I've had to face in my adult life, come to think of it. I mean, it's a very minor thing compared to some of the stuff other people have to deal with, but like, it's my first, so it's a major thing for me. Adjusting to wearing glasses is a major thing for me. I've had a prescription for the last 10 years for a slight astigmatism. Like, sure, they would make things look a little bit better. Things would be a little bit sharper. You know, contrast was a little bit more, but it was a nice to have. It wasn't a needed to have. But I have been noticing my eyesight's declining rapidly the last couple of years, and I'm really glad I got it checked out, and I'm really glad I did all the tests. Even the really expensive ones you don't think you need. Like, why would I take this test? I'm glad I took that test, because whoa, talk about catching stuff just in time. A little ounce of prevention goes a long way. I'll be fine. I'll be fine, but it is something that I need to manage and take care of the rest of my life. So there's that. Other than that, oh my God, and my cat. I had the worst scare. My cat, Corky, my 15-year-old cat, I came home from work a couple weeks ago, and his eye, not just the white of it, like the fluid inside of his eye was the color of tea. His eye was dark and it looked dead, and it turned out it was blood. He had blood inside of the aqueous humor inside of his eye. So I was like, hell no. And I took him to the cat ER. I tried to take him to urgent care, and they were like, we ain't touching this. You need to take him to the emergency room right now. So I went to the veterinarian emergency room, and boy, was that an experience. The bad is vet emergency services are not cheap. The good is, in spite of the significant cost, I was able to get it treated, and he is back to normal. And I'm just glad I get my little guy for a few more years, because I was freaking. I was so worried that they were going to have to take his eye out, or that they were wanting to put him down or something like that. And I wasn't ready. I did not do well with that. I was freaking. But he's fine. He's a great cat. He's back to normal. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I have started working out more rigorously again. I promise I'll have more content for you next month. But until then, this is Cody, and I'm out.